Listen, let me apologize to you all now. This was my least favorite episode thus far. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Bad Boys Los Angeles. This is season 1, episode 8. Um, I'm glad this happened 8 episodes in, because if I walked away from episode 1 feeling the way I felt about episode 8, there would have never been an episode 2 for me. And that's just me being honest. I sat back and I watched. I was not entertained at all. All of the hope that I've seemed to have had for the show coming forward kind of just said, and what I saw here was the network and Natalie Nunn using the cast. That's what I saw. Everything was contrived. It was bad acting, bad setup, people being brought in for specific reasons. It was like brand killing. You get a brand killer. You get a brand killer. You get a brand killer. None of this was good. None of this was a good look for anybody. And totally, Jonathan and Rio have been completely used. Completely used. For what? For what? The way that things, the little puzzle pieces put together, it just made me look. I said, for real? For real? They were all being moved around like pieces of a puzzle. Like, and Natalie just came across as the puppet master for me. I was like, I don't know if I was looking through different lenses tonight, but as long as I know, it's the same old contact lenses I've been having in. And I'm like, this shit, it made me mad. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. You all will tell me whether you agree, disagree, or maybe I'm just in a mood. I don't know. Listen, could be. Shit, I'm an old bitch. I could just be in a mood. But listen, this is what went on. First of all, Dylan, shut up. Shut up. You're on my nerves. I might just be in a mood. I was sitting looking at the opening of the show, and I'm saying, why is she here, Ike? What is your purpose, Dylan? So I'm looking at him in the opening of the show. You don't even look interesting in the opening of the show. You're just here. You're just here. And then the first scene, here you are. No color. You don't go stand out in the sun for a few minutes before they start filming. You look just as ridiculous. You look like a vampire. He looked just like the people on Twilight when they filmed them in the daytime, when they supposedly at school, and they are white like ghosts. You look ridiculous. And then what is your whole purpose? And you're in this confessional talking trash about Jonathan. Now, do you want your ass beat? You do realize when you get done with these things, they play them back. You know how I was sitting here watching it? You do know Jonathan's somewhere sitting watching, right? Do you want your ass beat, Dylan? And for what? What are you even talking about? Shut up. Just ridiculous. Oh, he got on my nerves. I just was like, I don't understand it. Where did he get so tough? You're tough because he's not there. You were scared of William. You didn't even want to have another run-in with William, so I'm sure you don't want to go for a little spin around the dance floor with old Jonathan. I'm sure you don't, girl. Sit down and shut up. Period. Moving on. Then we got Mulan Curtis. This conversation got on my nerves. It's just more of the same, of the same, of the same. It just seems so fake and contrived. Y'all sitting there having this conversation, and it just was fake and phony, like y'all trying to convince us still. Why are you two still trying to convince us that y'all are this uber straight situation, Child, y'all are the first lady and the man of the house. Like I said, y'all getting on my nerves with these conversations, and it really feels rehearsed. It really feels contrived. Oh yeah, it just. I don't think either one of you actually talk like that. I don't. I just don't think y'all talk like that. I think it was all for camera, and you don't realize that the more you all talk. Now I pull your leg, and I'm being an ass when I call y'all the first lady and the man of the house. I'm being a jerk. That's just the way it is because I feel like you two are jerks and the characters that you're playing on the show. So I give back to you all what you all are giving. It's stupid. It's stupid. But the more you two talk, the more suspect you two come across. And I don't think y'all realize that. When Moolah said, if you see me getting loose with the females and stuff tonight, don't take it personal. Huh? Come again? If he see you get drunk and then notices your interaction with the females, why in the hell should he care? Unless he really is the first lady. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? The more you talk, the more suspect you two come across. The scene went on too long for me. I can only take so much Curtis and Moolah together before I'm like cringing and I'm like gritting my teeth. It's just too much. You trying to convince us as well as trying to convince yourself. And then here comes Relly. And no issues. Now there's no issues with Relly. Curtis ain't got no issues with nobody. Because Curtis is touchy-feely and he and you know, he's all in. Moolah's still trying to hold back and you just look stiff. But the first lady is fine. The first lady is fine with the rest of the girls in the house. And it's just a little sickening. After 8 episodes, it's become a little sickening to watch. It's gotten a little aggravating. Let's move on. Relly sits with Carry On and Milan and talks to them and has them squash their beef. Again, nothing to see here, folks. They made up. After all that yelling and screaming, they made up. Oh, yeah. I said too much. Oh yeah, I did too. Oh, I was being mean to you. Oh yes, I was too. Okay, nothing to see here. I was really hurt. Okay, Milan, we know. Nothing to see here, folks. Moving on. Now we got Moolah, Curtis, and Milan. Now, and this is after the party has gotten started. The party's gotten started. It's dry as hell. Ain't nobody there. So Milan does what Milan does best. He goes to stunting on Anthony. He's stunting on Anthony, saying all of the things that are wrong. This is wrong. That's wrong. I've been here. You know, what is Anthony giving? So now he has to make phone calls and he has to go and do a social media blast to get the people to come to the party. So now it's hooray, hooray. Here is the leader of the pack, Milan, getting his camera time again. He getting his confessional in. Thanks to me and my social media blast, now the party is popping. Fake and put on. We got all these people come in. We got these strippers coming in. We got money everywhere. I'm like, okay. So who hired the strippers? Because these girls were hired. These girls are not just here because it's Milan's party. These girls were hired. And all these stacks and stacks of ones. Who really just walks around with stacks of ones? Come on. It's just fake and it's just phony. It's just TV time. And it was like, okay, cool. And I'm laughing. I was sitting there laughing at the strippers. And I'm laughing at the girl. There's one girl, that bitch was shaking her ass. And the bitch had bullet holes in her motherfucking ass. Bop, bop. She had bullet holes in both cheeks. I was like, you didn't got shot? Or did you get shots? Which one was it? I'm like, they ain't have to do her like that. That was dirty. Why would y'all do her like that? Y'all zoom in on that. She got scars. I'm like, who does that? Just rude. I didn't like that at all. I thought that was shady to the hired help. because that's what they were. Those were not party goers. Those were hired help. The party still seemed very boring. I was like, this don't even look good. Like, if you take the party scene out and make a music video with the footage, it wouldn't look like a party. It would look contrived. It would look fake. It would look put together, and it would look boring like it was. I was bored as hell sitting there. Bored. Seeing these people we don't know. We ain't been watching. Where are the castmates? It was like 15, 20 minutes of nothing. I'm like, I'm bored. I'm bored. But I mean, I guess we got to see asses jiggling. That was, that was the one thing that was missing. We had enough of the queen and out, and we had to put in enough pieces of the asses jiggling to balance things out. I guess that's what that was all about, because that's all it was. This was like watching an old Luke Campbell video. But in the Luke Campbell videos back in the day, they were having a good time. I'm as gay as the day is long. But, when there's videos, when the videos are done right, P. Diddy videos, MC Hammer videos, I'm going way back, Luke Campbell videos, Nelly videos, rap videos, period, and the girls is in there. I'm not attracted to the girls like that, but I love the girls. I love them. I actually prefer female strippers to male strippers because they're not just up there just shaking their ass. They're actually doing something. There is a skill set to exotic dancing, and I really enjoy them. This wasn't shit. It wasn't nothing. There was nothing entertaining about it. Like I said, most scenes, if you just come to a party like a hype party, you could take the footage, put a song over top of it, and you got a music video. This shit, it was just dry and it was boring. And I'm like, where are the castmates? What are they doing? Then you get a little glimpse of them here and there. Nothing. Then here comes William. I said, well, what is she? So Milan, you call for William. So William's there. Yay, William. William comes in. William got used. William was brought there for a specific purpose. And I said it as soon as he came through the door. I looked, I said, Miss William Gras, what you got on, bitch? What are you wearing? Miss William done borrowed somebody's son's clothes. And she got this little boy outfit on. I said, where's she going? She came in there. Now, they had a whole other little situation. Anthony's mad that she's even there because the two of them been going back and forth on social media. Winnie is there. Winnie decides to pull everybody together and tell them about his discontent of how they acted toward the fashion show. They had to bring Winnie up to speed and said, no, Winnie, we are cool now. We've all made up and everything is okay. We're sorry. And Milan, of course, this is Milan camera time. And this party now is about Milan because these are all Milan's guests. So the party literally now is about Milan. I don't know if y'all caught that, the rest of the castmates, that you all now are just party goers. And the party is now about Milan. Sorry about it if y'all didn't know. Even William got more camera time than Gutta, Curtis, Moolah, Carry On. They threw in little things. They showed a little scene with Carry On talking to a girl at the party. He was just as awkward. And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for him. I was like, ooh. And the girl was just like, she was leading the scene. The scene was all about her instead of Carry On. I don't even know what to tell. I don't even know what the hell Carry On said. I was looking at the girl. I was like, go ahead, mama. She had this really pretty watch on, and she's a cute girl, and I wanted to know more about her. I ain't give a goddamn about what Carry On was saying. This was it was a fail. It was a fail to the Bad Boys brand. It was everything about everything else other than the cast. 8 episodes in. Moving on. Let's go back to William with somebody's little son's clothes on, and they was too little. So why he dressed like that? It wasn't none of the provocative, fishy, catty, girly stuff he usually wears. It's like jogging pants and I said, girl, you're in here like a little thug with premature clothes on. I said, girl, what's going on? So after the Winnie thing, then Milan decides he gonna get Anthony and William to make up. Anthony was getting ready to go for it because these are the makeup kids, honey. So he's going to make up, and baby William rushes them, and baby those two gets to fighting, and Anthony can't fight either. That was both of them. When William was getting, and Anthony had his back turned, I said, "What the fuck is this?" And then they started scampering around, and then Anthony made his big move, and he pushed William in the pool. That was the fight. That was the big part of the fight. The toughest thing Anthony did was threw the lawn chair into the pool at William. I said, okay, now this is what I'll say. William, you're an idiot. You're an idiot if you've been treated as such. This is nothing but setup. You do realize they brought you to the house to have your ass whipped. They brought you to the house to have your ass whooped. Period. No other reason. It wasn't about giving you camera time. It wasn't because anybody cared for you. It wasn't because of anything other than they needed something to add on to Anthony's storyline. So they went and got your dumb ass and brought you in so Anthony could beat on you. You dumb bitch. I can't even feel sorry for you because you were stupid enough to say yeah and go. Really? How much did they pay you, sis? How much is a good push into the pool going for these days? Never mind, bitch. I don't care. Go away. Go away from me, William. I don't ever need to see you again. You are ridiculous. If they call you to come in for the reunion, don't feel obliged. You don't have to show up because they're only bringing you to whip your ass anyway. Goofball. Anyway, moving on. I told y'all I already apologized to you all that this wasn't going to be no nice review and it got on my damn nerves. Okay, so after that, the push in the pool, now we're walking around like, yeah, Anthony, you handled your... He pushed him in the pool. I'm sorry, but that does not qualify as a beat up. When they both was windmilling, and Anthony had his back turned. They was first facing each other, and then Anthony had his back turned. And then Anthony went at him again, and then he pushed him in the pool. And that was the end of it. That's not a fight. Gutta didn't think it was a fight. Gutta did what Gutta does usually. She's screaming and barking and carrying on. She went and took off her skirt, put on her pants, tied her hair up, and now she wants to fight. Because now she understands. She's learning. Gutta's learning. She don't really want to fight, really. You know, she didn't want to fight. But she understands, I got to get my camera time. We damn near done with this shit. I got to get my camera time in. So I ain't mad with you, Gutta. You're learning how to play the game. And I guess that's from you being friends. You've created a friendship with Milan, and you're learning to play the game. I ain't even mad at you, sis, and I ain't get ready to tug and pull at you. You were playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. You had your own little camera time to the side to do all that barking that you do. You had your own little set of friends. You had all the cute girls were all in the room, and they were all hyping you up. And, you know, it wasn't no thing. It ain't nothing personal. Y'all know I like Gutta, so it wasn't nothing personal. Gutta was playing the game the way the game is meant to be played. She's a girl. She ain't supposed to be fighting. She's supposed to be doing what she's doing. She wasn't supposed to sweat her makeup off or none of that. Or none of that. But you wasn't even supposed to tie your hair up. You were supposed to leave your hair down, girl, remain pretty. You could have kept your skirt on. For all you did, you could have kept your skirt on, bitch. And did all of that, yelling and screaming and carrying on and whatever. It's all about getting your camera time. And so that's it. So I ain't no drag for Gutta. It was what it was. Milan comes over and calms her down. Relly is running around being the bone carrier. Relly's doing what Relly does. Okay, do I'll calm it down. And Relly goes and he's like, girl, Miss Gutter want to fight and everything. And old scary ass William's like, oh no, I don't want to fight y'all. So Relly has to go back and tell, girl, no, now, he don't want to fight you and stuff. He don't want to fight girl. And then Relly goes back to William and shades the hell out of William. Well, yeah, girl, now, I mean, sure, Miss Gutter don't want to fight you, girl. You're going to be okay. Now try to get on out this house. Try to get out as safe as you can. That's you shady bitch. All that old shade. Girl, you done came back here and got beat up twice. He's like, I didn't get beat up twice. He's like, oh, you got beat up twice because I beat you up once, bitch. Shady. Shady, child, but that's Relly. So, he doing his thing. William and Milan, you two-faced the bitch. He go over there telling them, you did your thing, I understand. He's listening to William's whole story about how he is so mad at Anthony. Now, Anthony, the shit that he was talking about, if you really did these things, he should have bust you in your mouth. But, I don't know. Like, pretending to be his friend 6 months before the show, and all this he said, he set him up. He said, they're talking, and he's like, did you get on the show? And he divulged to him, yeah, I got on the show. Which, you ain't really supposed to say. Because y'all supposed to be surprised when you see each other. And then after he divulged it to him and made a friend out of him, he goes back to the Zeus folks and tells them about how William's been speaking out of turn. He's been speaking prematurely where they're not supposed to be sharing any information. He's sharing the information. So I understand their internet beef back and forth. But, child, the fact that neither one of y'all wasn't doing no hellified fighting, honey, that was just ridiculous. But I understand William being upset. Milan listened to him and he said, I get it. I understand it. Well, you came here. You did yourself proud. You a bad boy for life. This, that, and the other. Then turned right back around and went over and was like, he came here and got his ass whooped, so forth and so on. I said, now, Milan, that ain't cute and that ain't nice. But I said, girl, I think that karma's going to visit you a little sooner than what you think karma's going to visit you. But let's keep watching. Anyway, moving on. Next thing that happens is here comes Rio. Rio's the singer who is friends with Milan. So he's coming. He's in town. Now he's going to come there, supposedly stay in the room with Milan and all that. Rio, you're a fool as well. Because I understand the whole dynamic of you all and him being your gay father or mother or whatever he is to you. I understand all of that. But you need to tell me, how much is that ass whooping that you got going for out there in them LA streets right now? How much did you get paid? Because you were brought in solely so that Jonathan could beat your ass. For the most part. Jonathan, I want to know how much did you get paid for them to throw that nastiness on top of your brand and get you all excited and make your blood pressure go up. Because when Jonathan shows back up, this is in the middle of the party. Party been going on for hours. Jonathan came through the door with Natalie Nunn. I just looked at Natalie and I said, got to be more careful. Jonathan comes directly in, goes directly up the stairs. They go straight up and they're setting up to film this scene. I said, look at this fake bullshit. We go up to the closet and set up the scene. Rio and Milan goes up and then they're having a scene. And the scene just seems so contrived. So contrived. And then this is my room now. You know? No, he's like, I'm sharing the room with Rio. He's like, it's my room now. And I'm looking at all of it and I'm saying, this is dumb. All of this is dumb. None of this makes any sense. Everybody's being used at this point. And where the hell is Natalie? Because Jonathan and Natalie came in the house together. So where in the hell is Natalie at this point? Standing in the hallway, maybe. Standing on the other side of the camera, maybe. I was very irritated. And then the next thing we know, Rio and Jonathan get to fighting. Child, Rio can't do a thing with Jonathan. The way in which Jonathan went to pounding on Rio's ass, I said, girl, he got you, bitch. I said, bitch. Rio, if I was you, I would be this mad at Milan. Baby, ain't no goddamn way. You got called in because he didn't want you. He didn't want Jonathan banging on him, but he didn't lift a finger. And I'm not for jumping, but I thought that was the assignment. See, I felt like it was all a setup against Jonathan, and I thought they was actually going to try to jump him. And I was already kind of angry with it when it got started because I was like, they are going to jump him. Like, they're going to jump him. And I'm going to be mad when it happens, but I understand why it's happening because Jonathan's in the bully seat at this point. So I get it, but I don't like it, but I get it. Honey, that Milan sat her pretty self up there, honey, and said, huh? I don't think so, baby. Do you see all this? Ain't nobody ready to scrape me up, honey. And when I tell you that Jonathan was beating what they call the good shit, honey, out of Rio, I said, oh, Rio, honey, you a little light in the ass be up here twirling around with Miss Jonathan. Miss Jonathan was giving Rio the business. Do you understand me? Whip, whop, bam, bam. I said, oh, girl, no, ma'am, honey. Tore him up. Tore him up. And this is just the beginning. And they cut it right there. We had to sit through all this other bullshit to get up to this. But I understand now why the whole season has been us sitting waiting on Jonathan to get there. That damn Jonathan, honey, put something on Rio's ass that ain't nothing nice, honey. I said, oh my. Anyway, listen, very unhappy. I was very unhappy with this episode. I just feel like Natalie and crew screwed you all on this one. Horrible. And this was a horrible episode. Most of the episode was nothing but a filler episode of garbage. And then the few little things that were there, it was nothing but contrived bullshit energy all put together. And you all, Zeus and Natalie played in y'all's faces. Like I said, you get a brand killer, you get a brand killer, you get a brand killer, you get a brand killer. I wouldn't invite anybody to anything I was having at my house. Period. From looking at this, they put y'all in there, had y'all acting like wild dogs, and all for what? I need to know. What did they give you, Rio? How much do one of them ass whoopings go in LA? I need William to let me know how much a push in the pool is going for these days. Yeah, I want to know. And I want to know why Anthony really thought he beat up William. Ciao, bye. Listen, I'll be tuned in just because I am tuned in. I've been tuned in for 8 episodes, so I'm going to finish this out. But it's a good thing we're here on episode 8 and not on episode 1 because I would have never made it to episode 2. This one was the letdown. I've been enjoying it up to this point. You know, I've taken it for what it is up to this point. But this episode really told the story, and it wasn't a good story. It's just horrible. It was a horrible, horrible episode, and I'm walking away from this episode like, yuck, yuck. But I'm going to finish this out. Hopefully it gets better, but this episode left a nasty, nasty taste in my mouth. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. And listen, I'm fair. I'm fair. If y'all feel like I'm just on one today, it could be true. I could just be on one. Y'all let me know. Put it in the comments. You ain't got to take it easy on me. Say what you want to say. Say what you got to say. But you better be respectful. Because if you don't, I will drag your ass in them comments. Just so you know. I will get down there and I'll keyboard gangster right with you. So if you get cute, I'll get cute with you too. And we'll see who the bad boys really are. Anyway, anyway, I'm messing with you all, but I'm telling the truth. Anyway, hit the comments. Tell me what you think, and I will talk to you all later.